Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're going to make a pantry stock shepherd's pie. Sort of. Now most people will freak out and tell you that shepherd's pie, real shepherd's pie, is lamb, corn, and potatoes. But as far as I'm concerned, it's anything that is baked and layered in meat, vegetable, and potatoes. Now you can use whatever you have in your pantry, but this is a demonstration of what you can do with pantry stock. The only fresh ingredient I'm going to be using is an egg, some butter, and a little bit of milk. And even that can, you don't need the butter, you need the egg, but you don't necessarily even need the milk. Because I'm using Honest Earth creamy mashed potatoes. Now these folks, this is just the ingredients on this. Dehydrated potatoes, butter, and sea salt. Contains milk. I've got 2 jars of meat. Now a pint is usually a pound. Now I could make this with 1 jar, but Briar's having supper with us today because he's not working today, so I'm going to use 2 jars. And I've got a jar of diced goat meat in broth and a jar of canned ground cooked pork. I've got 2 jars of beans. I have a can of mushrooms, some Parmesan cheese, some garlic, some flaked onion, and an egg. Let's get started. Oh, first off, I'm going to make these potatoes because I want them to cool down. All right, so I'm going to get those out of the way first. Okay, so here's my potatoes, and I've made them up, and I whipped the egg into them. So now I'm just going to do about a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and that is going to be our topping. And if it's too dry, I'll just add a little bit of milk, a little bit more milk. But I made this with water. So folks, you really don't have to have milk because there is milk in these instant mashed potatoes.
How long to cook, Bob?
Half an hour, 40 minutes. Okay, so, first things first, I'm going to take our, oh, and I forgot, you're going to need some flour or potato starch or something for your to thicken your gravy. I forgot about that, I'm sorry. Now this is going to be a really thick shepherd's pie because there's 3 of us. Now I'm just going to drain off most of the juice broth from my goat meat and save that for the gravy. I'm going to drop all this in. You know me, folks, I keep my seasonings really simple unless I'm making sausage or something. It's onion flakes, pepper, and the salt. I'm also going to drain some of my bean juice into here for gravy. We only need about 1.5 cups of our juice, but it's best to use the juice from your meat and vegetables because it's where a lot of the nutrients are. My older son would shoot me if he saw me dump that bean juice down the drain. He loves it. He'll drink it like juice. So now I'm going to take our broth and our bean juice, and I'm going to add a heaping tablespoon of potato starch. You want to use cornstarch, you want to use flour, you want to use tapioca starch, you do what you want. I'm going to put the lid on this jar, and I'm going to shake the bejeebers out of it. And this liquid has to be cold, folks. Why? It'll go lumpy if it isn't. Now we're just going to pour this over here, and those lumps you see are actually fat from the broth. Now you don't necessarily need the egg in your potatoes, but what that does is it makes it smooth, creamier, and it holds it together like almost like a pie crust. And because everything in this, now if you wanted to get fancy, folks, go ahead, put it in a piping bag and make it pretty. But you know what? Time is of the essence right now. It's spring. I'm transplanting things, I'm feeding baby goats and milking mama goats, and I don't always have time for pretty. I'm going to add just a little sprinkle of Parmesan on top. It's going to be lovely and golden and gooey. And this is going into a 350-degree oven for 45 minutes. Okay, our timer went off, and then I just took the lid off. I turned the oven off, And I took the lid off and I just let this settle. It's got that lovely golden crust. Now, we're not eating at the table tonight because I was transplanting plants, but we will give Daddy his dinner first. Yummy! This is always much better with the mushrooms and the meat, but it is a pantry shepherd's pie, and I guess I didn't let it sit long enough. But oh my goodness, just look at that. Let's just avoid the argument and do it for him. Comfy, dear?
Yes, very.
Your dinner, oh handsome one.
Slumgullium shepherd's pie.
Yep. Pantry shelf shepherd's pie. It's hot.
Very tasty.
This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying homemade can still come out of your pantry. You just have to pre-package the ingredients yourself first. Take care. God bless.